Okay, so in your drawings, you're going to be required to draw furnitures, uh, fixtures, and the likes. And the beauty of AutoCAD is that you can actually go to different websites that provide these types of drawings. So if you go to, let's say, Google, I think I, oops, not that. Okay, right here. Okay. So if you search for AutoCAD DWG blocks, okay, you'll find some websites that provide drawings that you can use. You can even look for your other students in the higher term 5, term 6, and ask for some of their blocks, ones that they use. Now, this one are for free, so you can use this for a top view, side view, right? But of course, this one will cost you $5. There are some that are for free, so download those. I have an example here of a uh, drawing with blocks that we can use for maybe offices, dining tables, and the likes. Now, how do you create blocks? Well, blocks are actually simple drawings, right? So, drawings that are made of lines, curves, and the likes. So, simple drawings. You put them together and then you define it as a block. Now, this one is in layer 0. Now, normally you'd like to define a block where the drawing is in layer 0. Okay? Now, what will happen if it's not in layer 0? Let me just create a layer. Let's say I'll call this layer 1 with a different color. Okay? So, let's say I'm just going to copy this here, and I'm going to place this in layer 1. Okay? Oops. Place this in layer 1 and uh, change that to color by layer. Okay. Okay. So this is a layer 1. This is layer 0. I'm going to make this into a block. Okay. So the command is B for block. You need to name the block. So I'm just going to name this TC1. So table chair 1. You need to pick a base point. This is where you hold the drawing. So pick point. And normally, I might want to hold the drawing here at the center of the furniture configuration. So that's my base point. Now I'm going to select the objects. So I'm going to select this objects right here. So those are the objects, 502 objects selected. I can retain this as a separate entity drawing, or I can convert this into a block. Okay, so for now I'm just going to retain it. I'm going to say annotative, and I don't want to open it in a block editor, which you can do if you want to edit it further. Click OK. And this now is still the drawing, but now I can type I, insert, and I can insert the drawing. So, did I convert it into a block? Let me just see. Block TC1, base point here, select objects, okay, and say annotative, and click OK. Redefine it. Okay. I'm wondering why it's not showing up here. Let me close this and close this as well and say insert. Still don't get the block. So insert There it is. TC1. Current drawing. So go to current drawing, TC1. I can insert this. And notice that it now acts as one object. So that's the beauty of blocks. So if you go to, let's say, your design center and go to that drawing right here and click on blocks, it will actually show you all the different blocks that are contained in this drawing, and you can use it into your new drawing. So it's trying to index all the different blocks, creating icons for it, and then you can use Design Center again to do that. Let me cancel that. I think if I go here, Modern Office Building, blocks, here it is. Okay, so I can simply click and drag this here, click and drag this here. So you'd like to have a drawing with all your blocks, furnitures, appliances, and then all you need to do is click and drag it to your drawing. Okay, so that's really nice. Now, what if I go to layer 1? So notice that these were created in layer 0. Now, if I'm in layer 1, notice that it actually takes on the property of that layer. Okay. Now, versus here, if I create a block using, and I'll name this TC2, pick points, same center, select this, and make that annotative, click OK. Now, if I go to, let's say, create a new layer, let's say new layer, I'll just name this layer 2 and change that to color green. Now, if I insert this block, let me go to layer 2. If I insert this block, notice what happens. It doesn't change to the color property of layer 2. It maintains the color property of layer 1. But if I select TC1 and place it in layer 2, it takes on the color property of the layer. That's why you want to create blocks in layer 0. You want to place your drawing in layer 0, create the block so that when you insert it in a different layer, it will take on the property, color property of that layer. Okay, so that's blocks, and we're going to need this for your drawing so that you don't have to draw all those furniture, fixture. You can simply look for websites that provide this. Okay, so this is another website, CAD Forum. Okay, here's another website, CAD Blocks. Okay, you have trees, cars, kitchen, people, doors, even drawing upstairs. Okay, so those are great information. Again, here's another one, CAD Blocks for sale. Now, sometimes you just search for free, and they should be able to show you free items. So cars, and there are different pages here. Okay, shower trays. Not that you don't need to draw all of this, but of course, learning how to draw them is good, but converting them into blocks makes you more efficient. Okay, so learn how to do that. In the final exam, you're going to be asked to draw blocks and insert them into your drawing.